Hi, Dan here with another tip of the week. Today, what I want to talk about is a concept in painting that I think we'd all like to focus on. We have a tendency to lose track of it. And what I'm talking about is I think we really love the part of art that is visual poetry. And what I mean by that is, a paintings can look a whole lot of different ways, but they can look romantic, they can look loose, they can look bright, emotional, dramatic, symbolic. And when you first sit down to paint a painting, a lot of times we lose sight of this visual poetry and we start to focus in on the mechanics of it. And without a doubt, the mechanics of it all have to be learned, and we have to sort of like pay our dues to learn how to make brush strokes, how to mix colors, how to get everything to look the way we want. But there's no reason we have to do that and sacrifice the visual poetry of our painting. So how do you solve that? I mean, if you were to sit down and you were going to write it down on a piece of paper, like you had something in front of you, a beautiful model or a beautiful still life or a beautiful outdoor scene, and you wanted to paint it, what concepts come to your mind? Is it romantic? Is it dramatic? Is it bright? What is it that you want to convey? And I think if you were to write those down, actually physically write them down and put little notes or post-its on your easel so that you don't forget once you get into the battle, the heat of the painting, so to speak. So you remind yourself to stay focused with the what your real ideology for the painting is. I really think that it will really help. Now, how do we find out what is romantic and what is dramatic and loose and emotional, symbolic? Well, what I suggest you do is go clip art. So cut up magazines and take all your favorite paintings and make piles. This pile I like it because it's romantic. I like this pile because it's dramatic. I like this pile because it's symbolic to me somehow. Or I like the brightness of this, and some of them would go into a lot of different piles. And then you try to analyze what makes it look like that to you. Like, for example, romantic will have a tendency to have looser, softer edges. Dramatic will have usually tighter edges and have more play of values. So just go through your art collection, your pictures that you have on your computer, and magazines, and maybe pictures you've cut out of magazines, and see what you like. And try to think about it in those terms instead of brushstrokes and values and color and edges for a moment. Now, of course, we realize you can only paint with color, value, edges, paint application, and drawing, but it doesn't hurt to think about these other elements, and somehow they'll work their way into your paintings. Now, sorry, I didn't really have a whole lot of activity with my mouse and going over here. This is more of a lecture or a talk than it is a showing you things. But I picked this one because I liked the poetic feel of this painting, and that's why I selected this painting to show you. All right, well, that's Dan Edmondson with another tip of the week. I hope that helps. I mean, I realize it's nothing concrete, but try it. Try your next painting. Try to focus in on what the emotional element is that you're trying to convey, rather than the technical, the technical information you're trying to translate or copy. Okay? Fun stuff. See you next week. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.